Intrinsic Safety Training Crash Course. Intrinsic Safety Training is a 3-day course designed for engineers and non-engineers who are working with intrinsically safe equipment or anyone else who is interested to gain knowledge of intrinsic safety subject and skills on new methods of achieving safety. Intrinsic Safety Training by Tonex covers all aspects of intrinsic safety principles and prevention techniques and methods to avoid and prevent explosions from occurring. Learn about Intrinsic Safety ATEX Directives, IECEx, NEX, CSA, MSHA and OSHA guidelines and how to ensure that the energy transferred to a hazardous area and location is controlled and is well below the levels to trigger an explosion. Intrinsically safe (IS) is usually used as a term to describe products destined for a possible explosive area. Why use Tonex for intrinsic safety training? Intrinsic safety training course is designed to teach you how to plan, analyze, design, test, verify and validate, and document effectively, and get ready certification. Intrinsic safety is considered as a requirement that may be applicable to devices that are being operated in areas with flammable gases or fuels. Learning objectives. Upon completion of this course, the attendees will be able to concisely define what intrinsic safety is, list basic hazards associated with the use of electricity near flammable gases, vapors and dusts, explain the value proposition behind protection techniques, discuss the merits and downsides of intrinsic safety, discuss the business and technical considerations for intrinsic safety including savings and reliability, list legal requirements and recommendations of the various codes of practice in relation to gases and dusts, describe intrinsic safety and where it fits in control safety and design techniques applied to various industries, discuss the basic guidelines for installation and maintenance in hazardous locations, list the principles of how the degree of hazard can be assessed by the classification of hazardous areas, explain what types of apparatus may be used in particular locations, describe safety integrity levels, SIL. More. Target audience. This course is intended for those interested in theory behind intrinsic safety, hazardous area protection methods and techniques. Course agenda. What is intrinsic safety? Classification by classes, divisions, and groups. Electricity as a source of ignition. Cables, barriers, and earthlings. Introduction to standards technical principles. Intrinsic safety and hazardous areas. Intrinsic safety circuit design. Intrinsic safety area classification. Intrinsic safety categories. Intrinsic safety XI concept principles. Device group. Analysis of instruments commonly found in hazardous areas. Quality requirements for intrinsic safety. Intrinsic safety applied. Intrinsic safety approvals for radio communications equipment. Intrinsic safety certification process. request more information. Learn more about Intrinsic Safety Training Crash Course. Visit Tonex website www.tonex.com.